Hi, George here, and today I'll be showing you how to change mob skins. We'll be using Planet Minecraft for that. And the skin we'll be doing here is that green parrot right back there. I'm choosing that because the parrot has 5 different skin looks, and there's a couple of tricks you have to know about in order to make this work for a skin that has multiple variations. Okay, let's switch over to the desktop, and we'll begin getting set up to make our resource pack and change our green parrot there to something different. Okay, here we are on the desktop. And the first thing you'll need is to have a place to build your resource pack in. I have a folder here, I just named it Pack right here on my C drive. And you also may want to have a custom Pack.png file. I'll show you where you can get the default one if you want to. I just have a custom one here. It's just simply a 128 by 128 or smaller image. This one is just a real small 16 by 16. It's all you really need. We next need the vanilla resource pack for the current version of Minecraft. So we'll go ahead and we'll download that. And the way you get that is over here on the launcher. And go over here where it says installations. Right now I'm in 122. Whatever version you're playing, you'll see right down here, you need to match your version. And then go over here to that folder, click on that, and that brings up the Minecraft folder. Now in here, we need to scroll down to versions, and that's right there. Go into versions. You may see a lot of stuff in here. It depends upon how long you've had Minecraft installed, and if you're doing the pre-release versions, stuff like that, which I'm doing, have Optifine versions down here and so forth. So let's come down here, we're going to find that 122. And you want the one that just says just the numbers, it doesn't say pre on it. These are pre-release versions and you don't want those. You want the one that's just the number, in this case 122. Open this up, and we need that jar file right there. Now you should see 2 files. If you're not seeing 2 files, if you're only seeing just 1 file, then you haven't run that version yet. So make sure you play the version at least once, at least as far as the opening title screen, and that's when the jar file is downloaded. Okay, also notice that you can see my extensions in here, .jar and .json. We need to see those extensions. We need those here, and we also need those later on when we're making the pack. So make sure you see those. I'm in Windows 11. So here, go up here to View, come down to Show, and then right here, make sure that this is checked, File Name Extensions. So make sure you have that checked, and you'll then see those extension names on there. If you're in Windows 10, simply go up to the top menu bar, click on View, and you'll find a check mark over on the right-hand side for File Name Extensions. Same thing. Okay, let's bring this folder back up again. There we go, and bring this up. I'm just going to take this and right-drag it over here and copy. Make sure you copy. Don't move. If you move, you'll have to re-download it again. So make sure you copy, and there we go. And I can close that out. Now, this is currently a jar file. That's the Java symbol right there. We need this to be a zip file. And the easy way to do that is just to click into the name, click again, so you're clicking twice, then click just past the jar and backspace, 1, 2, 3, and then type in zip and hit the enter key. This is going to convert this into a zip file. Choose yes. It's actually just renaming it. This particular jar file is just a zip file that they've renamed .jar. I now want to open this up in a new folder, and the easy way to do that is to right click and then open in new window. And then brings it over here. That way we can drag and drop from this window. Okay, now I said that you could use the default Pack.png if you want to and not a custom one. And that's right inside here. So scroll down to the P section. That's way down here. And there's the default one. This is that grass block one that you always see when you're using resource packs. So if you want to use that one, there you go. It's right there. Okay, let's now go back up to the top. And we need to go inside of Assets up here, inside of Minecraft, come down, go inside of Textures, and then we're going into the Entity folder right there. Make sure you know which folder you're going into. Open this one up, and we're doing the parrot. So I'll scroll down here to parrot, which is right here, inside of parrot. And here's the different parrots. We have blue, green, gray, red, blue, and yellow, blue. We're changing the green one, so you want this one. I'm just going to right drag it over here and choose copy. And we now see that file right there. Now, while we're here, and while we have this set up here, we can see the folders that came from. We need to match these folders inside of here. I'll go over here to New, and then come down to Folder, and then this is Assets. Let's go inside of Assets. Next one we need is the Minecraft folder. You can also right-click and do New Folder from here, New and Folder right there. This one's Minecraft. Go inside of Minecraft. Make sure you're spelling these all correctly. New and Folder. This one is Textures. Let's go inside of Textures, New and Folder, and Entity. Go inside of Entity and New, Folder, one last time, and Parrot. Okay, that's our folder structure. We now have that built. We're all set. You no longer need this zip file, but you may want to just hang on to this in case you want to come back and do something else later. So this is all we need right now to get started. We're also going to be needing a pack.mcmeta file, and I'll show you where we can get that later on when we come back to working on this. We can now go over to Planet Minecraft because we're going to be uploading this up into Planet Minecraft. Okay, let's switch over to the internet and take a look at that. Okay, here we are inside of Planet Minecraft, and here's my account right up here. Now I'll be uploading the finished skin up to my account. If you want to download the skin, you can go ahead and do that. I'll put a link for that in the description, taking you right there to the download page. But what we want is over here, click on Minecraft. Over here it says PMC Skin 3D. This is Planet Minecraft's skin editing tool. So go into here. You want the advanced editor right there. And there we go. There's a parrot sitting inside here. Now this little hand on here, you can take this, you can actually move this around if you want to like that. If you go down, it kind of hides the ground so you can actually see what's in there without the ground. You can use the scroll wheel on the mouse to zoom in or out. If you don't have a scroll wheel, it's just over here. Little slider control right here, or a plus and a minus button. So you can scroll in and out, make the image whatever size you want. Now we need to get the new skin into Planet Minecraft. So go over here, it says File. And we're going to be opening a file. And here's the one we just copied from the jar file. So click on that and choose Open. That opens it up down here. Now notice that we need to take this file and apply it to a model. And that's up here. Now we're going to be applying this to the parrot model. So click on that down arrow and then scroll down and find parrot right there. If you don't match the model, it's going to look weird. It's because it's going to be putting it on the wrong model. There we go. There's our green parrot on the parrot model. Choose Open. And there he is. I'll just zoom in. And there's the parrot that we're going to be changing. Now, something about working with these textures in here, different models have different textures. Most of the time, what you have on here, these are solid blocks. Like the head's a solid block, this wing's a solid block, the body's a solid block. But this crest up here, this is a transparent block. It's not solid, you can see through that. And same thing for the feet. There are 2 blocks down here. Well, 1, 2 right here, but 2 legs. And those legs have transparency, so we're only seeing just the back piece. Now the rest of these blocks don't have any transparency. So if you come in here and you erase something, and it will look transparent here, but it's not going to be transparent in the game, it's going to be black. The reason for that is these solid models in here, these are actually black in the game. If you had no skin, you'd see a black shape. And then the skin is just painted on top of that black shape. So if you erase anything here and don't fill it with something else, you're just going to see the black shape of the model in behind that. So you can't add in transparency that doesn't exist. In this model, we have transparency here, and down here, we don't have it anywhere else. Okay, so there's our basic model. I want to change the coloration on this to something else. Let's do kind of a purplish color in here for our model. Left-hand side, we have all of our painting tools over here. Is a pixel brush. If you're really particular, use the pixel brush. Have a square brush and a round brush and a triangle brush. These are actually better for bigger models. This is a real small model. So because of that, I'm going to go over here with just the pixel brush and stay really close. Now down here we have different modes. Here's a solid color mode. Here is a pixel mode. This is going to change the color a little bit as you're painting. It's kind of nice for putting in variations. So a lot of tools to use inside of Planet Minecraft. I'm not going to be showing you all of these tools here. I've done videos about that, showing how the whole program works. We'll just do the basic stuff just for this. Now, down below here, we have visible parts. And there's the body and the head, leg 1, leg 0, and so forth. Notice that we have checkboxes next to this. That means that we can hide parts we don't want to see. I can take the head off like that. Reason why you might want to do that is if you want to paint this stuff underneath that part right in here, hide the part that's in the way, and then paint the part that you want to paint. And there's the body taken out. This is, I take out the body, the wings are still there, and I can come in then and paint the insides because that body is no longer in the way. So you show and hide the parts that are getting in your way, and then paint the rest. Or you can just work on one part at a time if you want to. Let's leave the legs alone. So I'll uncheck those, get rid of those. We'll just leave those alone. And let's do the tail first. So I'll leave the tail up, and let's just hide everything else. I'll hide the wings in here. Get rid of the beak and the feather, and get rid of the body. And there we go. There is just the tail. Now sometimes you have to go back and forth a bit to get just the part that you want. Okay, so let's go ahead and colorize this. I'll zoom in now, get a better view. That's as far as I can go. And we'll do this in kind of a purplish or magenta color. I'll start off with a bit darker here. Here's your color wheel, or you can use the color picker down below. It doesn't matter which one you use. I like using the color picker in here. Outside is your colors. That's your hue. And in here, is your saturation is this direction and your lightness is this direction. So full saturation is your really bright colors. Duller, moving this way, or darker. So your color choice is inside of here, and then your basic color is outside. So we'll just do kind of a dark purple down here. And we're on our pencil mode. And pencil mode right here. I'm just going to paint these. And I'll go where those colors are already dark. And just move along like that. And you can move this around like that to get the parts that you need. And let's go around over here and see if we can get underneath. There we go, and get those parts. Okay, let's go a little bit lighter on this one. I'll pull this color up here just a little bit. Kind of mid-color, see how that looks. That's good. And I'll get all those mid-tone colors in here. And let's get underneath. And that's these. Then we'll go a lot lighter over in here. And we'll do that for the light areas. Now it's these right there. And let's go underneath and get that one. Okay, so there's the tail. We can now bring everything back in again. Let's take a look at visible parts. I'll show the body again. See how that fits in. And we'll do the body, the same idea. I'm going to make it a little bit more magenta this time. Just swing our color around like this. And we'll come over here so it's not as dark. And we'll get these dark areas. So just a slight color change from the last one. And we'll get these undersides down here. Now I'm missing a couple pieces right in there. It doesn't matter, we can never see those, so I'll just leave those alone. We'll get the rest of these. There we go, and pulling it around and get these. Okay, I forgot stuff on that side in here on the parrot's tail. So for that, we need to re-choose this color over here. Easy to do. Go over here, little eyedropper tool right here. Grab that, click on a color. That resets your brush to that color. Let's go back here to our pencil tool, and that's that one and that one. Back to the eyedropper again. Here's our light color. And back to the pencil tool, and we'll choose that. There we go. So it's easy to come in and redo that. Now notice I can kind of see a little bit of a light edge in there. That's the color underneath from the back in here, back of the body, that's kind of showing through that edge. So maybe we do need to get that bottom section. So let's just hide that tail, uncheck that. And we're going to fix this in here. Grab that eyedropper tool again. I'll grab this color right there. That's reset. And we'll get those in. Okay, that's good. Bring our tail back up again. There we go. Let's now make a different color in here. I think I'll go for kind of a bluish. So pull our color around to a more of a light blue, kind of a cyan almost. Thing in here. We'll use this one. Same thing. I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to paint these like that. Swing it around. We'll get these in here. And we'll get those right there. That looks good. Maybe I'll leave this part green. And let's take a look at our wings. There's wing 0 on that side and wing 1 on this side. And I think on these we're going to be doing a coloration matching our other colors that we have in here. We'll do the purple and the blue and the green. So use the eyedropper tool, grab our color from right there, and get the paintbrush, and let's just come in and paint part of this. I'm going to do this outer rim like that. Let's go back to our eyedropper tool. Let's get that blue, and then paintbrush. Here's our draw mode, and let's do this bit in here. And let's check our sides. So that's that one. Notice how we're getting both wings on that one, right? The same sides over here and on this side. So we're getting a mirroring effect in here. And the reason why we're getting a mirror effect in here is that the model actually only has just one wing in it. It's using the same wing for both sides. So whatever you paint on one side is going to match the other side. There's no way to get around that. Okay, let's go ahead. We'll finish off our blues in here. I'll just drag this thing around. We want blue up here. Now at this point, the body is kind of getting in the way, but not really, because if I paint this side, then the inside is getting painted to match this side. So we're okay on the body. Let's grab our purple again, and back to the pixel tool. We'll get the edges here and here. And then I'll do this whole edge. I'll just pull it straight down like that. So there's one wing. The same thing on this side. Just pull that straight down and over. That's good. Let's grab that blue right here and our pencil and get it in here. There it goes. Have a new tail and a new wing. I need to have that bottom section right down there on the wing. So let's grab that color again. There we go. And we'll paint that in. Okay, there's our recolor for the bird. Let's now bring the head back in and see how this looks. Visible parts will bring the head back on again, and we'll bring everything else in. That's kind of fun. I like that. The thing I think I might do, made a mistake right there. If you use a Control-Z keyboard shortcut, that's undo. So you can undo any mistake you made. I think I'm going to add in those colors on the crest up here. We'll do the purple in here and the blue up there. So we're on purple right now. So you can go ahead and color in the purple. There we go. Let's change our color to that blue. Back to our drawing tool, and let's get it up here. And so we have gradients happening on this. It's kind of interesting. Get that to come in solid. There we go. Now it worked. Okay, so there's our recolor of our green bird. I think it looks a lot nicer now. It's much more colorful. So that's all set. Now we need to get this back into the game again. And once again, there are a couple of things in here if you're working on these multiple models that you need to do. We first just need to download this here from Planet Minecraft. It's over here under File, and then Save to File right here. And I'm saving this back into the same location. Notice it has a different name down here. It says PMC Skin 3D Parrot. That's the model that we used. We'll save that back in here to the same location. Choose Save. That's good. Now, I did say that I'll also be putting this up onto my account where you can download this model if you want to. And so I'll go up here to File, and I'll publish to PMC, and I'll put it right in here. I'll go ahead and I'll fill in the title and so forth here real fast. As soon as that's done, then I will show you where you can find this model in my account. Okay, there we go. There's the new skin uploaded onto Planet Minecraft. You can download from this page. I'll put this link in the description right there. You can download right down from the bottom right down here. There's the download stuff. Okay, let's go back over to the desktop and let's finish up the resource pack and get this into the game. Here we are back in my working folder. And the first thing we need to do is get this into the right location. There is the new file we just made. I'm just going to drag and drop that over here into the folders. And we'll just drag and drop this all the way in until we get it into the right location. There it goes, going in. There's our entity. And then there's the parrot folder. It goes right here. Let's now go back out again to the pack folder. We need to have this name on that new file. So I'll click in once, twice. There's the name, right click and copy. We're going to just type it in. It's parrot_green. Let's go inside here, all the way in. And we'll rename this one to match the correct file name. Right click and paste. And there it is. That's now ready to go into the game. Okay, let's back out again to the folder root right here. So we have our assets. We have the pack.png. The last thing we need is the pack.mcmeta file. And you can download that from my website. It used to be included in the zip file. It no longer is. So you can get that from my website. Let me bring that page up. And it's right here. I'll put this link in the description as well. If you want to code your own, there is the code information right there. You can just copy that, paste it into an editor, and then make the changes that you need. Or the easy way, just download it right from here. It's the exact same thing. It actually is what that says right there. We'll make a couple little fast changes. Now, this is for 120.2, and it's pack format 18. Now, I just read that they're beginning to work on pre-release versions of 120.3, so they've made some changes in there. And they've also changed the format number, so 120.3 is going to be at least 19. It could go higher, though, before they finally release that number. So it's going to be going up again. So for right now, let's click on this one, and I'll download this right back into that same pack folder. Choose Save. There you go. That's done. Okay, I'll just right-click on this. I'm just going to do an extract all on this one, and choose Extract. There we go. There's the file. I'm just going to drag that into the pack folder. Back here again. And there's that new file. We can now just delete this stuff, hit the delete key. We don't need that anymore. We can delete the zip file. We're all done with that. Okay, here's the pack.mcmeta file. Let's go ahead and edit this. Now, I always do my editing in Notepad++. It's a free download. Let me show you where you can get this. It's my personal favorite code editor for these Minecraft files. It's small and fast. Let me bring that page up. And that's right here, Notepad++ downloads. Again, I'll put this link in the description. Just go for the top one here. That's the one that you want. Whatever the top version is, there you go. Okay, let's get this out of the way. And I'll open this up in Notepad++. And there we go. Now the pack format is correct. That's the current one for 120.2. I'll just update this. Call it New Green Parrot. And we'll do a save. And that's done. So we're all set now. We can go ahead and get this into the game. Now, I like to put mine into zip files. It just makes it a little bit smaller on your hard drive. You don't have to, but it has to either be in a zip file or in a folder, one or the other. I'll do a zip. Assets, hold my control key down, get those two files right here. Right click, compress to zip file. Let's call it green parrot. There's our zip file. And that's Windows 11. If you're in Windows 10, go to the top menu, click on the Share tab, and you'll find the zip button right up there. Okay, now we need to bring back up the Minecraft folder. So we'll go back over here to the launcher and that folder icon right there. Click on that. This time scroll down until you find the resource packs folder, and there it is. Open this up. Here's the packs that I currently have installed. Notice I have one of these is zipped and the two are not zipped. The one here says HTG Custom 9. That's one that I have all my standard stuff in. I'll leave that one unzipped so it's easy to go in and change things. The things I'm not going to be changing, I'll just put them here as a zip file. So here's the zip. This right here, I'll grab that one and drag it in. There's a new green parrot zip. Okay, now close this. And we're done with that. Now make sure that Minecraft is not running. We're going to be reopening Minecraft, and when it opens up is when it reads the resource packs. That's why we close it and reopen it. I'll just use play right here. Now I need to activate the pack, so let's come down here to options. Now this still screen here, this is instead of the panorama. If you want to know how I did this, I'll put links for that in the description. I'll also be doing a new video soon to change the colors here of these buttons. They used to have these kind of a light blue, and one of the updates in 120 removed that. They made some changes. That has to be redone. I'll do that video soon. Okay, options, resource packs. And so these two are out of date. And that's just because I made these for 120 and it's now 120.2. So I'll have to fix those. That's just in the mcmeta file. But here's our new green parrot. Hit that arrow, brings it over here. That's all set to go. Click on done. Let that load in and done again. Now I can go ahead and play the game and see if that parrot has changed. And in my game day world here, this is my survival game. Go into here and let this load up. And there we go. And there is my new colorful parrot. I like that a lot better than the plain green. So that's how you can easily come in and change these mob textures and also change textures that have multiple different textures for the same mob. Not hard to do once you understand the process. Now, if you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. Also, make sure you subscribe. I have a lot more videos coming up soon, and I'll see you next time.